Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is me going on with Q4 of the bi-weekly contest 55 design movie rental system. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this problem and so forth. This one I thought was very weird because I don't know. I would also caveat this with, who knows, maybe it'll fail after the contest or something, because it's just very weird. The thing to optimize for this one is just noticing that there could be n entries and there'll be n to the 5th course, so you have to kind of do things in logarithmic time. So as long as you're able to kind of think about each of these functions and making sure that you have able to do it in logarithmic time, then that's okay. And I don't really have a great explanation as to kind of my thought process. That's basically all my thought process was, and you can watch me stop it live after this portion, the explanation portion, during the contest. But basically I just go, okay, the first thing I should solve for is search, right? So I need to have something that allows me to get the first 5 items, and it keeps on going, right? It's not a top 5 thing, because you have to add and remove so it can go in and out, and because of that you have to keep track of everything. But if you do things in like a binary tree type thing, tree map type thing, and I use sorted list here, which is what it sounds like, to be honest, then it allows me to get the first 5 items pretty quickly. I actually wonder if it's log n time or whatever, but don't know. It's either log n time or over 5 time. I actually don't know about this one, but either way, given that log n is way small, I didn't worry about it. So that's basically, this is log n. After I set this up, and how did I set it up? I set it up by having an index on a movie, and this is kind of, actually, now that I'm talking about it, it's a little bit related to kind of thinking about a database. Right? If you're designing a database and you're trying to figure out what to index on, well, this is actually a kind of a fun problem, because you can think about each entry as rows on a database, and then now to optimize for certain queries, you are trying to build indexes for them, right? And of course, we do it in code, and I know that it's not database, there's no ACID and all that stuff, but that's basically the idea or approach that I was thinking about during the contest, roughly speaking. And basically this is like a top 5 query, so I have to, basically I keep a sorted list of movies. So for each movie, I have a sorted list of that movie, and that's basically the idea, and that's basically it. And we keep track of the price, which we don't use, and the shop, and we keep it in order, sorted by the price and the shop in that order. Yeah, and the rent, now we have to do some, these are updates. The rent and the drop are actually opposites of each other. They're the same thing. And I just needed one more thing to kind of keep track of the price, so that because we're giving the shop and the movie, we have the price. And then now we just, we remove it from a movie being rentable. So that's available movies. You can even think of that as, yeah, so now the movie is no longer rentable, so it's no longer available. So we remove it by this lookup, and then we add it to a rented list. And the opposite for dropped. So I hope that this makes sense so far, even though I'm going pretty fast. But I think this is actually, like, once you realize what you need to do, I think this is actually not that bad. I find it actually, this was there's a lot of reading to be done, to be sure. But after the reading is done, I think a lot of people took time just because of the reading and trying to make sure it's right, but I think conceptually this was actually not that bad. I think Q3 may have been harder conceptually, but the implementation can get sloppy, and you can get sloppy. I've gotten sloppy many times before, so but yeah, so I actually did not know about the report function. I mean, I knew there was a report function, but I didn't look at it until the very end. And you can watch me start live during the contest afterwards. And it goes, okay, so for all rented movies, keep track of the cheapest. Report the cheapest, and then the shop and the movie itself. I mean, it tells you this, of course, the 5 cheapest rent this movie. So basically, I later added this quote-unquote index of a sorted list where we can add in log n time, we can remove in log n time, and then we could return all the lists in either log n time or log of all of 1 time, something like that. I actually don't know how sorted list implements getting a prefix of the array. So, but yeah, and then of course I do some conversion for, you know, you can think of it as select shop or something, right? So it's kind of funny because you can actually think about this as a database problem and maybe as an upsolving for an interview or something like that. Tell yourself like, okay, if I'm designing a database, how would I store this in database? What indexes would I use? And what would these queries look like? Because each of these have a corresponding SQL query actually that, you know, that you can just do. That is actually pretty elementary. So maybe play around with that idea. Okay, that's all I have for this one, I think. So just to recap, this is going to be n log n, because where n is the number of entries, because we have to sort everything into movies here, and it's like sorting. I mean, we add it, but each add is log n, so we're essentially sorting it. So this is the initialization is n log n, search is n of O of log n or O of 1. This is O of log n because we move from a sorted list is log n. Adding is also log n. Same thing for drop, and report also just looks at the top 5. So, and the list is already sorted, so it's just going to be O of log n or O of 5, right? O of 1. That's all I have for this one. Yeah. You could watch me solve it live during the contest next. There's a lot of reading. Cheapest 5 rented movies. Okay. Probably just a sorted list, but I'm confused. There's a lot of making sure you get it right. So I want to index by movies. about that one. Price shop movie. Okay. Hmm. 23. Oh, oops. Don't know if this is going to be fast enough, but let's give it a go. Probably could test a little bit better, but feeling a little bit lazy today, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Join me on Discord. Thanks for your support and thanks for, I mean, this is for the first time, haven't finished top 10 in a while. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you later and to good coding. Bye-bye.